today I'm actually going to just talk about my month, my month of May, because May always has a special place in my heart. It's the month that I have my birthday. But not only that, this month I had to do a whole bunch of things for school. I don't want to yap too much. I want to get straight into it and talk about school, because school has been a big thing in this month for me. School has been a big thing for me in general. I'm about to graduate, and that's absolutely crazy to me. I've been attending this school for 5 years, and I've made so many experiences and memories, with my classmates. We've been to so many different places together here in Austria, and then we also traveled to Munich, Dublin, and yeah, I think that's actually it. But we traveled a little bit and it was nice, we made a bunch of memories. Munich was really dope, a lot of sightseeing there. And Dublin was amazing. Honestly, Dublin was so great. The people there were so fun. I met like some rapper on the first day there, and yeah, a lot of good things in Dublin. Loved it. But here I am now. So this month I had my final exams, and German has been a challenge for me ever since I came here, because I wasn't originally born here in Austria. I moved here when I was 10, and learning the language, has been challenging, has been difficult, but I did, and I'm fluent in it. But writing can still be troublesome sometimes. I make grammatical errors here and there, which my teacher doesn't really appreciate too much. Yeah, he's been very rough on me, but having made it this far to the final exam, which I had this month, yeah, it's just crazy to me. It's such a massive milestone, and everything else in general. But I want to talk about that final exam real quick, because I had my final exam for math, programming, and German. My birthday was placed right between my final exams, which I'm going to talk about real soon as well. But I passed all my exams. I had my math exam, I passed it. I had my programming exam, I passed it. And German, I had like good feeling in my guts. I really anticipated to have a good, just like be done with it. And then I get called by my teacher, and he tells me that I didn't pass. Now when he called me, I was at the garden. We have like a little garden, me and my family, and we were really just relaxing. I was so happy because I passed everything. And then I got the call, and turned out I didn't pass everything. And yeah, for a moment there I felt really, sad, as you would, I guess. I had another chance to pass, because from that day that I heard the news that I didn't make it, I had a week time to prepare for a verbal exam, which is like sort of like a smaller, easier exam. I still have to read the text and analyze it and everything. And yeah, I got ready for that. And on the day that I went to do that, it went so well. It was me and like a few other guys who didn't pass, but you had to present it in front of your teacher, more teachers, and the principal. And the principal was there, which kind of made you a little bit anxious or nervous, but I did so well. I just analyzed everything properly, and then the principal was so impressed with me that she gave me a better grade in the end. Like in my overall grade in German, she gave me a better grade than I would have gotten if I would have passed the first final exam that I wrote. And so I'm just thinking here to myself, how amazing is God's way of working in our lives, and the way he worked in mine, because I could have passed the first one, but I didn't. And even when I didn't, I wasn't like, oh God, why didn't I pass it? And I just trusted. And here I was on that day, and I passed it, and I even got a better grade. So that's like a massive milestone for me. And now I only have 3 more exams coming up in June. And once that is done, and I'm done. And what I'll do afterwards, honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to figure myself out, trying to find myself. One thing I know for certain is I'm taking a break from studying, from school for a year or so, a gap year, and I'm just gonna focus on me and myself. But I've been reading a lot in this past few months just to improve my German, and these books have really been really helpful for me. Helped me improve in many ways, and I think it's just good to read daily. But yeah, that's all I have to say about school. It's been great so far and challenging, but here we are. Okay, so I came outside because it's really pretty outside today, and I just want to enjoy some sun. But the next thing I want to talk about this month of May is my birthday. So I just turned 20, and I wanted to make this video here real quick. It's my birthday, happy birthday to me. 11th of May was my birthday, and it's funny because I talked about school previously, but on the 12th of May I had one of my final exams. So yeah, I couldn't really celebrate fully, but it was still really nice. I had my birthday and I turned 20. I'm really getting old. I'm slowly noticing the back pain, I'm slowly noticing that the age is really getting to me. Think about all the work that I had to put in to be the man that I am today. And I'm really wondering if 14-year-old David, 15-year-old David would have ever seen himself doing this. I hope he's happy seeing where we've gotten so far. But like the past 2 years or so, ever since I turned 18, 19, and now 20. 18 to 19 has been like a big year for me. That's when a lot of growth happened for me. I grew a lot, I stepped out of my comfort zone a lot, and I worked on myself a lot. And then it really was just like a love letter to myself. I learned to accept myself and love myself for who I am. And then from 19 to 20, honestly, I don't know what to say about 19 to 20. It's like, I've been trying to think about it. I feel like not that much changed. From 18 to 19, I had a lot of growth. A lot of things happened and a lot changed. But from 19 to 20, it almost feels like I kind of just stayed the same in a way. I'm sure some things happened, some growth happened. But, that's also part of life. You're not always going to be changing. I mean, you're always changing, but your interests, the things you like, the things you care about, that changed for sure. It's just, sometimes big changes don't happen that fast, and even if they do, a lot of times, I'm sure I changed in some way from 19 to 20. It's just that I don't notice it because I live with myself every day, see myself every day. That also really just reminds me of the fact that my beauty, like how beautiful I am. I'm sure some of you are like watching this and thinking, hey, this guy is cool. This guy, what he's doing or whatever. I wish I would do that, or I'm going through the same thing he is. And I really like him. And that's something I always think about. The fact that somebody who sees me for the first time, who gets to know me for the first time, strangers, I have so much beauty that I just got used to, because when you have something too much of it or for too long, you just get used to it. You don't appreciate it enough. So I just want to remind you to appreciate you for who you are. I feel blessed. Now with 20, being 20 now, I'm basically becoming an adult, and I'm about to graduate, and now I'm an adult as well, so I need to get a job. And I actually have some work that I be doing. I worked like past week, and I've been working on a bunch of things. This YouTube thing is kind of like a hobby, and I just love doing it because I've always wanted to do it. But what I really put a lot of work in is creative projects. I worked on a little game, actually kind of a big ambitious game. It's not out, but I worked on it, and the plan is to bring it to fruition and bring it to life next year maybe. But I also am working with one of my best friends, William. I actually showed him, and he was with me in the video where I went to Romania, and I met my long lost friend. But he's my best friend. He's always been there for me, and we just go together like yin and yang, like black and white. We just go together. Right now I'm working with him on that agency. Just the other day I had to go out and record some videos for the agency, and I had to record them, edit them, and make sure that they deliver the emotion, the idea that they're supposed to deliver. Hopefully the fruits of our labor will show soon enough. Either way, I plan on getting a job at some point soon enough after I graduate. Even if it's just like a weekend job or something, just to get some money in my bank, just to save some money, just to have some money. So I cannot wait to have adult money. Up to this point, I've only had adult money twice in my life because I worked here and there between school, and I got some nice. That was nice. Like, that's an experience I want to experience again. And if you have adult money, that's what's up. But yeah, my birthday. That was the thing. Turned 20. Thank you guys for all the happy birthday wishes and for all the love. The last few things I want to talk about is, first of all, my workout progression. Because I've been working out for like 5 years. What? 5 years? That is 5 years? Damn, this angle is messing me up right now. This angle is not doing me justice. But I have been working out from home. I have only been to a gym once in this 5 years, and everything else I've just done from home, working out by myself and doing routines with weights and mainly calisthenics. Now, for my calisthenics brothers out there, y'all know how good calisthenics are. But I haven't been the best at keeping up with them. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the fact that ever since like the longest time, I have known that the handstand is a crucial move for any calisthenics athlete, and I've been avoiding trying to learn it because it just scared me for like the longest time. But this year, 2025 at the start, I told myself, David, you'll learn the handstand. Boom, look at that. That's me doing the handstand. And it was crazy because it took me around 2 months to learn it, and that's actually quite fast, I think. But next to the fact that I learned the handstand, I split up my years into quarters. So you have the first quarter, which is January to March. This is where we are right now, the second quarter, which is April to June, so till the end of June. And it's split up like that. And my first goal for the first quarter was to learn the handstand. Now for the second one is to learn the handstand push-up. Now that's a few levels above that because about coordination, balance, all these things. But I nearly got it. I nearly got the handstand push-up down, and I just want to like note that I nearly got it. But yeah, working out, birthday, graduation, all those things are great. Work as well, but the last thing I want to talk about is content creation because, well, I've been on this content creation journey, and the biggest thing I want to talk about is the fact that if you are somebody who's creating content or trying to create content or at the start just like me, just create, just make something and just put it out there. See, I've been stuck lately. I post a video once a month, and that's not a lot because I take my time with my content, with my videos, but then again, you know, that also values, I guess I've just been also really busy with school and stuff, so, you know, I think that's quite understandable. But a lot of times I find myself not creating because I'm afraid of not creating something good. To be fair, that's so stupid because I know I'm not gonna make something good, but that sounds a little stupid. Like I will make something good eventually, and I'm sure that to some degree these videos are good. To some degree they're also kind of ass, you know? It's about putting in the reps and trying and learning and just doing new things. And I've been trying to niche myself down to figure out exactly what my audience is and who I'm trying to talk to, speak to. You know, I'm trying to make videos for visionaries, people who are ambitious, who have big goals and just need some help. Do you know how amazing they are that they can make it happen? And you might be one of those people. If you're watching this right now, you are one of those people. But I also don't want to just stop myself from trying new things and trying to make new art, like, I don't know, different kind of videos and content, just whatever my creativity, my brain wants to make, that's what I want to make. Just make whatever and give it a try without any expectations. Imagine how nice life would be if there were no expectations. You know, a lot of us are stressed because we're always telling ourselves, you know, we're captive to our thoughts, thinking that I have to do that instead of saying I get to do that. I need to do that, when we should be really saying I have the option, I have the possibility to do that. And, you know, instead of trying to think about all this perfect ways it should turn out to be, I just think about the fact that it's so important that we just do it, that we just make it happen and just in a fun way. Get all that expectation, you know, like push that to the side, or put it to the side, because that's with everything you make ever. We're always so stressed with work, with anything, you know, because at work you're stressed for all the things that you have to do, and the stress comes from the fear of the fact that it has to be good. You're afraid that it might not be good. You're afraid that your boss might not like it, and it's just stuff like that. But yeah, I'm honestly the most blessed and grateful for all the people that are watching this and are supporting me, because it has always been a dream of mine, and to have what I have now, I've never had before. I just want to appreciate what I have. With that being said, that's all of my month. That's all of May. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing on exams, my birthday, a lot of preparations for the exams, workout, yes. I think I've said it all. I think that's all. And if there's a lot more to it, which I forgot, then that already shows why I need to make these videos, because I'm forgetting. I'm getting old. My back pain, 20, I'm already an old man. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much for always supporting. You know, subscribe if you enjoyed the video to some extent, and if you are interested to see more of what I do and what I create, then check out my channel, check out the videos I've been posting. God bless you, stay safe, stay creative, stay pushing, ambitious, and all love.